invite my sanctuary citadel of life with endless harassment, daily death threats, character assassination, monumental disrespect, aggression, and round-the-clock surveillance without so much as one direct word to explain or indict or caution or correct, despite my constant questions, pleas, demands, requests. For over 5 years, I believed a hostile young black drug-related street gang from my Tenderloin neighborhood followed everywhere I went. For I heard their infernal voices night and day threaten. I went forth to meet every threat, yet nothing has manifested in the material world. Disrespect, mock, and negate me amongst themselves, yet never once in near to 8 years speak to me direct. I did not comprehend how these sudden in my life thugs seemed able to hear any time I spoke, even if the words were only hummed inside my mouth without being spoken aloud. A behavior I describe as unuttered speech. Through walls and buildings, across distances, stalked by invisible perpetrators, noisy, though ever stone cold in silent response to me. If I awaken during the night to take a peek, for your criminal eyes drop, voices say, "Is that him?" Or, "You hear him?" To intimidate, and me, amazed that my hearing should be unaccountably enhanced, since voices I can hear clear, no one around me hears. I became a growing paranoia, aware I use hallucinogens as an ally. Most close to me believe mine what is said to be every tweaker's fearful guarantee. Persecution voices, paranoid delusion. Seeking truth, I hunger to face and transcend my fear of death. 1,000 times I found myself someplace cursing the foul, ever-threatened voices in my skull, whose demand they either fulfill those threats, tell me what the problem is, or get out of my fucking head. Over the continuing course of a bushwhack, ambush, Wild West claim jump, the Reds sell the Reds Indians blankets with smallpox, game reflex got the best of me. So from the first 2 delusional incidents, I committed to face whatever it is, who and why, since I can't seek truth through avoidance of that which reached out to me. And in seeking truth through this uninvited and unexplained relationship, came to recognize just what I need through some mysterious media of divine conflict. My transitional elderhood, rite of passage, unexpected, unforeseen, unavoidably, welcome to the 21st century and second Christian millennium paradox. Interesting times to live in, when a wannabe conqueror can deliver my treasure, long as I seek my chance to respond and face accordingly. Given, of course, whatever I happen to be working on, in behalf of life, love, humanity, truth shall reign, that we be set free to love and create. Which brings me back to my paranoid delusion of pursuit. I Googled gang stalking one day and found gangstalkingworld.com, where I recognized details of my circumstance, discovered voice-to-skull technology, and acknowledged my membership in a group called Targeted Individuals. Pursuing links there, eventually I discovered my cochlear tissue in an ear. And I still hear these weak and shameless voices. Daily death threats, discussions of my death, shouts to come out here at night when I'm at home. Voices explaining me to each other loud enough for me to hear clear 24/7. Except for when they don't want me to hear something that I never want to hear anyway. Threats of massacre, threats to massacre all my living relatives. Threats, endless attempted distraction, of paranoia, less voiced skull delusion, induced unwanted within my skull by a parasitic urban diet cult under the mind-fuck messianic manipulation of a filthy hermaphroditic power, addicted brain, invading parasite, which I'll call the Blue Lulu. So, this is my impossible, terrible, inspirational, infuriating, challenging, disgusting, ridiculous, insane, distracting, constant attempt, frightened, intimidating, but most of all, distract, delusion. Steal my attention from my art, disrupt my creative flow, blow my high, kill my joy, disrupt my thought process, encourage me to be either shouting in the street, outraged, or depressed. Deprive me. After near 8 years of daily living death threats, microwave broadcast into my head, non-stop, from living my golden life in honesty, seeking truth, contributing my little bit to the betterment. Having come this far, I accept my delusions, challenge to resolve. Be real or be healed. We go first one way, then another. Whither goeth either each, either other. Sister mine, long time still be brother. Baba, mama, daughter, son, friend, lover, beloved. Joined of re-breathed air and re-drunk water. We recycle our alive into every single years of now and in who shall be. Our communal is the plankton, feed the krill, sustain the whale. We flow forth upon a photosynthetic carpet of magical inertia. In this vacuum of culture and the carbon extraction of gases and trees. First one thing, and then one more thing. Simple and innocent refrain which we are born to, and therefore through existential imperative learn to chant. Until at last, rich, free of childhood's sincere sufferings to be. We come upon and pick up the untraveled trail of ourselves. Battered, bruised, bludgeoned, bloody, tenderized, insensible, resensitized, revivified, fresh and full of wonder, creative, spontaneous, strong, resplendent, growing ups, able at last to trust, able at last to fully respond, internal little child in life, living adult, actualized in a continuum of one. But that's the beauty solo, which started with silence. our scorched and weathered hearts, a capacity to trust. After each broken promise, a capacity to trust. We will always possess what is required of us before we are aware of what we need it for. If it ain't one thing, it's another. In life's unforeseeable fortunes, it is a daughter or a son, a father or a mother, a sister, a brother. It is grandkids, the great-grandparents, cousins, nephews, nieces, the baby daddy, baby mama, the closest friend, the lover, the spouse, the lifelong partner, the good neighbor. It is one who holds enough and knows enough to cherish some sacred kernel of you, of me, of each eye in their eye view. Perhaps some old flame you hardly gave a thought to. Preserved with interest in the soul's escrow, an account which may be called forth ever should you need to know who you are. We're going to call high school OG. OG in street parlance actually means original gangster, and this one is dedicated to the elder men who sell drugs on Hyde Street. Hyde Street OGs. Give no quarter, never retreat. OGs, still G's, thugs for life. Not flipping out, tripping with a gun or a knife, but grandmeisters of game, down here where game is life. Bobbing and weaving, laying and playing, experts of every subtle in and out ripple of personality and hidden identity. Out here where everything ain't hardly what it seems. Hardened to the jungle's concrete sidewalk streets and steel and glass cage penitentiaries, yet tender enough to the uprising young G's. Professors in the virtual classroom of reality. These OGs teach by example, living as they play, they run every whisk, turn every turn, and twist every twist, side by side with young G players, night by night, day by day, taking time to represent, point out, advise, show the way. Told the man. OGs, even more persistent than guerrilla revolutionaries. Original gangsters, lifelong thugs who bring rough honor to the name. Death before dishonor, no sellout, deep knowledge of their craft, hard respect for their trade, and sharp-eyed, steel nerve, love for the game. Fast play, smooth break, and get away, and underneath all the beloved neighborhood community. No personalities, passionately caught up. The danger is real of still getting popped, another charge, another bit, and yet, as soon as they get back to the world, you know where you're going to find High Street OGs. Triumphant like presidents and potentates and kings. Advanced game facilitators, bringing balance and calm with experience, wise strategies to the never-ending game. Back on High Street. dark side of the street. Part 1. On the final watch of night, long after day dwellers surrender to the rhythmic deep REM of dream preparation for an alarm that binds each to another day's ambiguous embrace of the clock, the cell, the clock, the laptop, the palm, the clock. The pleasure panderer's graveyard shift, final watch, transforms the dark side of the street in one city block into a crack house without walls. Loyal customers shop at the night dark, overwhelmed concentration of dealers and buyers, all atwirl in the ancient pulsation that is this darkling block pre-dawn celebration of commerce and capital. While customers come and go, worshippers at the final night mass of the outdoor shopless mall drug mart, where it is a virtual impossibility for a cruise by police patrol to see anything. Early morning, dark side of the street, reprieve and brief relief for those given to a most desperate yet small need. Smoking the glass dragon is more sociable, less dangerous, and even comfortable amidst the ebb and flow, give and go hubbub and parked vehicles. Warm, easy, volatile nearness of street neighbors. Desire, anticipation, conversation, fact, fiction, innuendo. Anything could explode in the action here. Excitement, and at last, a long, passionate draw upon the dragon. Today's dragon flies with angel wings. And again, this lighter's miracle of tiny living flame, this so small rock of ages from baking soda and cocaine, this soft crackle as the rock heats a 21st century secret survival language, this thin, sharp white smoke which both spreads itself through me and cuts a thin wisp from the dragon's nostrils, which represents to me the very first and final genie which in this life I expect to see, to which I've traded all my wishes for a crack at life in these glass pipe dreams. A moment's respite amidst the storm. Wow. Two, a couple blocks up the street, obscured by the presence of a parked van, car, and truck, three young female heroin addicts sit curbside and remake the space into a user-friendly, curbside service, discreet, open-air shooting gallery. Startling and glamorous on a sidewalk, smack break from selling out their bodies. Bewitching